along in baseball action between the new Trier Trevians and the Fremd Vikings. And we're set to get underway. First pitch to Henry Polinsky. A little low for a ball. And a strike, 1-1. Fremd, Northwest Suburban. Out just beyond Illinois 53. And that's going to be up against the fence, and Polinsky will go into second with a stand-up double to lead off the ball game. Here's Drew Robinson. Keep Polinsky honest out there at second. And a little outside of ball. Cloudy day. Not too bad temperature-wise, but cloudy. There's a bunt attempt, and it's going to roll foul. This ballpark, kind of like Lake Forest, you have to take a pretty good height to get out to the ball field. Throw back to second again. Now the look in. And the pitch. And a bunt foul. Hit him in the batter's box. John Miller on deck. And again, the bunt. This time it works. Brave to do it on 2 strikes. And the bunt single puts runners at the corners. Here's Miller. Swing and a miss, strike. They redid this ball field and put up the netting, but they didn't really give us much depth. Setting up in the stands with the camera. Runners at the corners. And the pitch on the way, a little ground ball. Shortstop will take it, take the only play he has at first. And Polinsky home to score the run. And it's 1-0 New Trier here in the top half of the first. Here's Patrick Gentleman. Baseball moving along. Basically in the 3rd week of the season, and already you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Baseball's always one of the tough sports, mostly because the playoffs really come after the seniors who graduated, and they've got all the nonsense that goes into that. Little pop-up on the infield, take about the shortstop for the out. You've got prom, you've got the last day of seniors on campus, you've got graduation, you've got all those things all going on, and the last day of seniors and graduation all happening during playoffs. And for some, they still are at the point where they're making their decision on where they're going to go next year, what they're going to do. Preston Anderson, the batter. Outside corner for a strike. Another one fouled back to the screen. Remember to join us on our various network affiliates. Games are not seen on all the affiliates. And that was a hit and run, and Anderson protecting the runner. Fouled it off. Robinson with the leadoff second. Little squibber. Somewhere down around the feet. I don't think it actually hit his foot, though. He's playing around with a little bit of it. Maybe grazed his right foot there a little bit. Top of the first. Again, threatened runner out at second. Swing and a ground ball. Second baseman has it over to first in time. And we're done with the top half of the first inning. But the Trevians did score a run and lead it 1-0 as we go to the bottom half of the frame. And leading it off is Nick Ratton. Takes a pitch high ball. Brent Swenson on deck. Austin Higgins in the hole. For the Fremd Vikings, coached by Chris Piggott. Coach Piggott was a pretty good three-sport athlete. He was ranked one of the best in the state. And a high fly ball, right fielder over, has it for the out, one away. Brent Swenson. He chose baseball at Creighton, but he had offers on both basketball and football as well. There's a shot that's going to be a gapper out in left center. And Swenson into second. Well, with the double. And Austin Higgins, the batter. Coach Piggott was the pitching coach for New Trier on that great 2 years, the best that New Trier's ever had. The 99-2000 teams. as far as how far they went in state, at least. It was 2 years. They finished second in state 1 year and then won state the following year. That 2007, 2008, 2009 group, second in state, didn't make it through the playoffs, or through the regional actually, and then came back and won state the following year. So that was a pretty good group. Pitch is in there for a strike. Higgins bats. And foul ball. Actually, a little bit of irony, if I remember correctly. One of those years, they beat Fremd to make it to the state championship game. And the ball gets away, and trying to hang on over to third is Swenson. The state championship year, that was the year they did that. And a line shot fly ball to right field. And that's going to work as a sacrifice fly. And Swenson home to tie the ball game up at 1. Here's Tom Cermak. I know I'm getting old when I realize that first year, the 1999 year that I talked about, 20 years ago now. And a fly ball. Up and taken in left field for the out. And we're done with the first inning, all knotted up at 1 between New Trier and Fremd. We'll be back with more. You're watching baseball on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Driving while using handheld cell phone is illegal in Illinois. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. All tied up at 1 as we go to the top of the second inning. And Sam Harvey leading it off for the Trevs. Harvey, Don Strickland, and Brett Johnson do up. Pitch a little bit low and outside, a ball. And foul ball. Line shot, through for the base hit, leadoff single for Harvey. And here's Don Strickland. Run around at first. Throw over there. Keep Harvey honest. Swing and a miss, straight. Foul ball off to the right. Kind of a gray, gloomy day here. And outside a ball. Top of the second inning. And strike three. Caught him looking. Dropped it in nicely. One away. Here's Brett Johnson. And strike one. And up high, a ball. They lock and load. Foul ball. Back to the screen. Now the pitch. He did go strike three. So 2 out. Runner at first. Sam Leppert, the batter. All up in time, a ball. Got a first runner back. Now, this is the, as I said earlier, 20th anniversary of the start of the run of that 1999-2000 group, and 10th anniversary of the state championship team in 2009. Talked to a couple of players. I guess they're going to get together. The date they told me is not the date the coach told me, so I'm not sure if they're just getting together prior to the alumni day for New Trier sports, New Trier baseball. Get together on their own. I know one player won't be there, but he talked to him. You the one that told me about it, Charlie Tilson. There's a strike. And the ball outside. And a high pop-up scoop. And shallow left field, taking for the out. And we're done with the top half of the second inning. And it's still tied at 1 as we go to the bottom half of the frame. And letting it off kind of justy. Takes a ball. And strike. Justy, Will Justin, and Ryan Kailobasa. Kailobasa. Sorry about that. It's low ball. Now the pitch on the way. Pop-up foul back behind us. You don't have to worry about windshield whackers here, although we could have a broken window or two from the houses in front here. And ball 4. So leadoff walk. And Will Justin, the batter. Outside of ball. Threatened to bunt. Pulled it back. Throw it first. Run it back. Here's a strike. I remember Charlie Tilson's senior year here at Fremd with a catch that the scouts said was a major league type catch. Strike 3. A diving, running catch in right center. And that's a ball a little outside. I'm getting to sound more like my buddy Les Grobstein. And a little comebacker. They throw out to short, over to first in time for the 1-6-3 double play. And we're done with the second. No score. The score is tied at 1. We'll be back with more. You're watching baseball on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Please don't text and drive. A message in the public interest for the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Tied at 1 as we go to the top of the third inning. Trevians and the Fremd Vikings. Robinson, Miller, and Jovelin do it for the Trevians. 55-footer, little outside of ball. To Drew Robinson. John Miller on deck. And fouled away. 1-1 on the count.
Good, how are you? Yeah, we just had a game. We won 11-0.
Oh, that's a good win. That's a good one, Nate.
Yeah, strike 1 and 2.
I will.
Take care, honey.
I want to thank all my listeners, all our viewers, being patient with me, dealing with vocal cord cancer. They got it at first. Robinson a little upset with that call. 1 up, 1 down. Here's John Miller. Drops it in for a ball, but dropped it late. Low and outside a ball. And that one's low and outside a ball. And ball 4. And the walk to Miller. Brings up Patrick Jotlin with one out, one on. And a little bounder. Pitcher will take the underhand throw to first and allow Miller to get to second. Here's Preston Anderson. And a strike one. So Anderson bats, running with the lead. Low and outside a ball. Bottom of the batting order. New up for the Vikings. 8, 9, and 1 actually. In the bottom of the third here. Sam Harvey on deck for the Trevians. Outfield playing pretty much straight away, giving up the power alleys. High fly ball. On the run, the center fielder takes it for the out. And we are done with the top of the third. And we still remain tied at 1. And when T.J. Davis leads it off for the Vikings. And takes a strike one. Actually, these two schools have a long history. The very first varsity football game that New Trier West ever played was against Fremd. Short the first for the out, one away. Charlie Towns, the batter. That famous New Trier Schaumburg sectional championship game in 2000 was here at Fremd. Fouled away.
Let's go on forward.
And strike 3. Caught on the outside corner. 2 up, 2 down. Back to the top of the batting order. Nick Ratton, the batter. Low and outside a ball.
I celebrate 365 days a year. I got a I got a poster that says that.
And in there for a strike.
From a bar at some point in Ireland. Somebody gave it to me in Ireland.
Swing and a miss. Strike. And a pitch high. Ball. And strike three. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left at the end of 3. We remain tied at 1. We'll be back with more here on the network. You're watching New Trier Baseball on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Drinking on any school grounds is illegal under Illinois law. A message in the public interest for the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the 4th inning. And leading it off for the Trevians is Sam Harvey. Don Strickland on deck. Brett Johnson at the hole. There's a strike, strike one. Coming up to the halfway point in the ball game. And a strike. And a ball. Not a lot of room between home and the backstop here at Fremd, and it is, they now have brick, decorative brick back there behind as the backstop. There's a little ground ball. Nice pickup by the second baseman off balance throw in time. 1 up, 1 down. And Don Strickland, the batter. Here's a strike, strike one. Foul ball back. 1-1. Or I'd take that back, 0-2. I don't know. Protected the base, fouled it off. And inside, a ball. And low, a ball. They lock and load, and that's outside, a ball. Scooped and fouled away. Count holds on Strickland. And ball 4. And Eddie Harvey will be the courtesy runner. Down to first. Harvey back. Brett Johnson, the batter. The lefty into the wide. And the pitch. There goes the runner. There goes the throw. They got him. Caught stealing is Eddie Harvey. 2-away. There's a strike on the outside corner. Scooped and fouled off. I think a little late on his decision to swing. Outside the ball. And another one outside. Sam Leopard, Nick. And low ball. And ball 4. Second walk of the inning. First one raced on an attempted steal a second. And Sam Leopard, the batter. Takes a strike on the inside corner. Throw to first, runner back. Yeah, the pitch low and inside the ball. Here's a strike. Well, when this school was first built back in the mid-'60s, it was open country around it. Now it's all built up. And the ball gets away. And over to second goes Johnson. And a pitch low ball. Runner with the lead. The look back a couple of times. And strike three. Halfway done with the ball game, and we're knotted up at 1. You're watching Baseball Action on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. All school grounds are totally tobacco-free under Illinois law. That includes being out here on the baseball field. Totally tobacco-free. That includes chew. A message in the public interest for the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Brett Swenson, the batter. He hit a double and scored back in the 1st. And a ground ball, shortstop. Up throwing and threw it high and wide. So Swenson aboard via the error. And Austin Higgins, the batter. Higgins goes to bunt. Sacrifice going to move the runner along. And runner at second with 1 out. Tom Cermak, the batter. Cermak takes a strike. Had a little movement to that pitch. Throw out to second, and the ball gets away on the error. Over to third. Second error, allowing Swenson first to get on base and now to advance all the way over to third. Swing and a miss, strike. To Cermak, he flew out to left field his first time up.
Hey, bear down here, 1-4.
Set to the outside. Caught the corner, fouled off. Infield pulled in, looking for a play at the plate. Outside a ball.
Let's go, Johnny. Come on, Tommy.
Line shot foul down the left field line. Foul. And a base hit to the gap in right center. That's going to score a run. On the way to second is Cermak with a stand-up double. And Fremd is taking the lead 2-1. Here's Connor Justy. And if I mispronounce names, I'm sorry. I got to take a running leap in most names. I'm lucky to even get a roster. There's a strike. Although Coach Pickett's pretty good about that. You know, he's known me for more than 20 years now. That's a ball, low and inside. I've been doing television at New Trier now for 31 years. And some of that early group has that I did the television with. Now we have players graduating and stuff. We have a couple of them from that 90, 91, 92 group. 89 group. And a strike. And Coach Pickett's got one graduating high school this year. Now the pitch. Foul ball. Bottom of the fourth. And the Vikings of Fremd High School have taken the lead. And fouled off down the left field line. They lock and load. Strike three on the outside corner. Here's Justin. And a ball inside. There's a strike, throw out to the outfield and got away. And got away from the center fielder, and on the third goes Cermak. And that's the third error of the inning for the Trevians. Can't win a lot of ball games when you have as many errors as you do hits. There's a strike. You can't call that an error on the throw, although it was off. Strike three. And the inning over. And Fremd takes the lead 2-1 over New Trier. We'll be back with more. On the cable and the internet, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Good sports make good citizens. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Fremd with the lead now, 2-1 as we go to the top of the fifth inning. Top of the batting order, Henry Polinsky takes a ball one. Polinsky, 2 previous plate appearances, double lead off the ball game and came home to score the Trevians run so far and flew out to left field. Batting here in the 5th. On the pitch. In there for a strike. Swing at a bit, strike. Robinson on deck. Miller in the hole. Foul ball. Top of the 5th inning. And what has now become a slow-moving ball game. Didn't start out that way, but has gotten that way. Strike 3. And I'm not sure if it was a drop third strike or not. Just to be careful, both sides went ahead as though it were. Here's Robinson. He tries to bunt his way on. Not in time. 1-3 on the putout. 2 up, 2 down. And Miller, the batter. And John Miller takes a strike, strike 1. And a pitch low, ball. Another one low, ball. And strike on the outside corner. And strike 3. And 1-2-3 for the Trevians. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left in the top of the 5th. We move along to the bottom half of the 5th inning. And Fremd leading this one 2-1. Trevians have had 3 hits and nothing since the 2nd inning. Here's a strike. Calabasa, the batter. New pitcher on the mound. And a little comebacker right back through the middle, a base hit. Leadoff single. There goes the runner. The throw not in time, a little to the wrong side. Joe Fox, the pitcher. Height-wise, he's listed as 6'5", but obviously a big boy. He and Duke Olgas. Trevians have some size on that pitching when everybody's healthy. With Fox, Andrew Cost, and Pete Burnside, 6'4", 6'5", all 3 of them. T.J. Davis, there goes the runner, and a rocket out to left field. That's going to allow another run to score on the error.
Good job.
Score that as a stolen base and an error. T.J. Davis batting. Nobody on. Ground ball. Shortstop over to first. One away. Here's Charlie Towns. And he sends a line shot right at the second baseman for the out. And 2 away. Back to the top of the batting order, Nick Ratton, the batter. And that one's going to drop in. A little triangle shot. Up over the second baseman. And the single, and here's Brent Swenson. On to first, runner back. Again, the throw to first, and again, the runner back.
You're making Barb nervous. I would like you just to stand on the base. Stand on the base.
The lock and load, strike on the outside corner.
All right, do you see that? Come on, Swans.
And a ground ball. Through for the base hit single. Heading for third. And runners at the corners. And Austin Higgins, the batter. Higgins, no official at bat. 2 sacrifices. And a ball. On to first, runner back. And a ball low and inside. To Higgins. Again, a strike.
Come on, Austin.
And swing and a miss. Throw out to third. Gets away. Another error and another run in. And ball 4. Tom Cermak. Double last inning. Left stranded. That's the 5th error of the ball game on the Trevians.
Come on, T-Mac.
Come on, Tommy.
Good job.
Ball outside it. Let Higgins steal.
Come on, Tom, stay hot.
Now they lock and load, and that's low ball on Tom Cermak. Bottom of the fifth. And ball four. And the bases are reloaded here. And kind of justy, the batter. And the ball gets away, and that's going to bring home another run on the wild pitch.
We're selling front cats.
So runners at second and third. Here's a strike.
Because you can never have too many. You'll never need it again. Oh, it's okay. Are you kidding? Come on, Alex.
Scoop that fly ball. Center fielder over and makes a nice sliding catch. And we're done with the fifth. At the end of five, it's 5-1 in favor of Fremd, and we'll be back with more here on the network. On the cable and the internet, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Be positive whether playing or even watching a game. A message in the public interest for the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the sixth inning, 4, 5, and 6 do up for the Trevians. Trevians chasing a couple of runs. Patrick Gentleman leads it off, fouls it off for strike one. And a little outside of ball, 1-1. To Gentleman. And a pitch outside of ball, and the count goes blackjack. To Gentleman. And strike. And count evens up at deuces. Gentleman, Anderson, and Sam Harvey do up. Here in the top of the sixth, strike three. And one away. And we've got Eddie Harvey batting for Preston Anderson. Pitch is high, a ball. Ball one. Swing and a miss, strike. Trevians just 3 hits and 5 errors in this ball game. I pop up. Coming back, gonna run out of room, out of play. Back behind us. Here at Palatine Fremd High School, strike three. Got Harvey looking. Eddie Harvey, and here's Sam Harvey. And pitch outside a ball. low ball, 2-0.
Come on, 140 in there.
Swing and a miss, straight.
Right back in there.
And strike out the inside corner to Sam Harvey. And a little outside the ball. And ball 4. So Sam Harvey draws the walk. And Andrew Kost going to bat for Don Strickland. Got a pinch runner over at first. And strike 1.
Get up, TJ.
Top of the 6th. 5-1. Favor of Fremd. Pitch is low and outside the ball. Runner stays put at first. Got a pinch runner over there. And straight.
Come on, TJ.
And the ball just a little bit outside. And a little miscommunication on the sides. Kost called time, stepped out. Now the pitch outside the ball. Check the runner at first. Wouldn't go anywhere though. And strike 3, caught him looking, and we are done with the top of the 6th in the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. We played 5.5, and it's Fremd 5 and the new Trier Trevians 1 here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Glad to have you. Fouled back. Justin leading it off. Will Justin, the catcher, outside the ball. Robinson now on the mound for the Trevians. They lock and load and a little inside. Did curve back a little bit, but not enough to catch the plate. straight. High and outside a ball. The lock and load and ball 4. And a leadoff walk. Kyle Bassa, the batter. Has grounded into a double play, singled, scored a run with the help of 2 stolen bases and an error last inning. High pop-up foul and out of play. Off to the right. Headed for the houses over there. Another one fouled off. One bounder and pass for the base hit. For the single. That's the shortstop. So 2 on with nobody out. And T.J. Davis, the batter. So I got a bit of strike.
Go 1-4.
Hot shot ground ball, foul. Just outside of third. Two aboard, nobody out. Not too bad day for baseball. We've had a lot worse. We've had a lot better outside of ball. Scooped and fouled back. And strike 3. So 1 away. And Charlie Towns, the batter. Little ground ball. And pitcher himself took it for the out. Runners advance on up. 3-1 on the officially. I listened to 3-1 on the put out, but I think I did that wrong. I think Robinson did it all himself. Back to the top of the batting order, and Nick Ratton, the batter. So 2 in scoring position with 2 out. And a balk. And that brings home another run. Errors all over the place, in a sense, for the Trevians today. Just wants to find out what it was he did. Now the pitch, that's low ball. Swing and a miss, strike.
Got it, Nick. Come on, 3. He goes.
Nope, foul ball.
You heard the hit.
I think it went off the bat and then his arm.
Let's go.
So just called a foul ball. And strike 3, caught him looking, and the player saying something as he walks away. At the end of 6, it's 6-1 in favor of Fremd over New Trier. As we go to the 7th, we'll be back with more. This is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to teenage drinking. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And we move along to the 7th inning. Trevians have a little catching up to do here to get back in this one. Last at bats, potentially. Brett Johnson leading it off for the Trevians. And first pitch hitting a little ground ball, second baseman. Over to first in time. One down. And Sam Lippert, the batter. Yeah, straight. Yeah, straight. And strike 3. So quickly, 2 away. Here's Henry Polinsky, top of the batting order. Makes a pitch high ball. Henry's 1 for 3 on the day. And he got one up the middle. Nice attempt, not in time. And Polinsky beats out the infield single. Nice play by the second baseman on the off-balance throw back behind second over by the shortstop. Looks like he hurt himself a little bit doing that. There's a strike outside to Robinson, who's now the pitcher. High and outside, a ball. And low ball. Yeah, straight. And the ball gets away. Palinski will go over to second. Robinson batting. John Miller on deck. Fouled away for the strike. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Infield normal depth. And ball 4. So 2 on. And 2 out. And John Miller, the batter. And a little bit of discussion on the mound. Nothing worse than trying to get that last out of the ball game. There's a swing and a miss strike. It's one of the toughest plays in all of baseball. Swing and a miss strike. Scoop to ground ball. Second baseman has it. Over to first, and the ball game is all over. And the Fremd Vikings defeat the Trevians by the score of 6-1. We'll be back in just a moment to wrap this one up. On the cable and the internet, this is the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Play smart, play hard, practice harder. A message in the public interest for the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Final word on this ball game for the Fremd Vikings of Palatine. 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Trevians pitchers struck out 7. They walked 4. Vikings left 4 on base and had 2 stolen bases. The new Trier Trevians, 1 run on 4 hits, 5 errors. They were struck out 9 times by Fremd pitchers. They were walked 5. And the Trevians left 7 on base. So that'll do it for us for this game. Stick around for more sports action all during the spring and summer baseball. And for all of us here at the network, we say as always, thanks for watching and so long.